You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's ZENNI.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Happy Wednesday. But today, I'm going to ask you to look at your crazy to-do list. You probably have one of those repeating apps that are just taking your to-dos and multiplying them like bunnies every single day. And I'm going to ask you to look at it in a different way that I've done for years. And I'll tell you where I learned this. And the person I learned it from initially essentially wrote the book on it. And I caught the lesson. So I'll share that with you today. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Life begins when you move. My job partly is to get you off the sofa, get you moving. But then because life gets in the way, or because you're so excited and then you wear yourself out, we need to find a way to make sure you continue to go after your goals. Have you ever done that? I bet you have. I mean, it's hard sometimes when you have a long-term goal. Like I just lost weight and got in shape and everything else, and I had a 6-month goal to do that. That's a long time. Without pizza and beer. You know what I mean, right? But there's so many other things in life that are like that. So this show is focused on that. So if you're showing up today and you can't get yourself moving, okay. I'm hoping to give you a nugget today that's going to help you do that. And if you're showing up today and you're stalled and stumbling a little bit, lost your motivation, okay. I'm going to give you something to pull you forward just a bit today. Did I say who it was? I'm not sure. Let's do it again. It can't hurt. It's me, Scott Logic. No, that's not me. My name is Scott Smith. I have Scott Logic, and that's what I practice here today. It's my version of common sense I will share with you with the velvety tones of my used to be really nice voice until it got nice and squeaky during the allergy season. So hang on for the ride. It's going to be fun today. Long time ago, I was at a conference. Remember those? Oh, they're happening again now. I actually booked myself into a conference about 2 weeks ago. So excited to get out for 5 or 6 days. Used to do a bunch of them, though. And when you go to a conference, no matter what it is, I was actually at a software we've used at our company here for probably a dozen years now. It's something called Infusionsoft or Keep. And I'm actually a certified partner. I don't know how that happened. I just did it one day. Oh, I know why. Because if I took a test, I could get it cheaper. That's how I did it. Okay. So I'm out there, and just being honest, at this event. And
they're delivering all the stuff that, the keynotes get you all pumped up, and then all the breakout sessions and all that kind of stuff. Well, in the middle of this whole thing, one of the things you can always count on when you put any group of folks into an environment like that is they want to be more productive. In fact, they will spend hours and hours and hours talking about being more productive. So they had a gentleman show up to speak. Now, you may have written or read the book, Getting Things Done. David Allen. I'm still surprised how many folks have not read that book. And it's just great in terms of actually literally moving things along the way you want to. But so many folks have. It's been out for a long time. But he kind of created a cottage industry about productivity. And he was on stage speaking. So everybody's there. Got to show up here. Got to take notes. Get tons of notes. David's going to give me a bunch of to-dos that I need to do to make sure I get things done. It was a good presentation. That was all you could pretty much do in 45 minutes. You can't go too deep for that kind of thing. But it was a really neat presentation. And so while this is going on, everybody's taking notes and everything. And you're going up to him, and they're getting their picture with him, and they're getting an autograph with him. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I don't really care about a picture. I don't really care about an autograph. I care about what you do. Because I've learned something. I've learned that in my world, I spend a lot of time talking about things that you can do, and I do them, but I do so many of them naturally now. It's just kind of ingrained in me. So my day's a lot simpler than yours because I just break it down to the simple. All that complex stuff has gone away. So my question to him was, so what do you actually do? I mean, I know you got all these systems. I know you've studied. You wrote the book on it. I know this stuff works. I love it. I use this stuff all the time. He said, this, and he pulled a piece of paper out of his pocket. It was like a legal piece of paper that he had folded up, and he had written a bunch of notes on it. He said, on this side is a couple of things that I just want to be remembered to do today, so I'm just going to check in and make sure I did. And the other side is where I can make some notes about what I did today. Kind of cool, huh? He said, yeah, it's simple. You can use all these fancy things to do this, but I just keep it so I just check and see what I did. Well, that resonated with me. Now, I keep lists to do things when I'm working on projects, I'm working on the book or the podcast, things like that. I've got lists in front of me to make sure I can, checklist to make sure I get things done. No doubt about that. But day to day, I look at it like David Allen does. And I got this lesson really burnt into me again when I started flying airplanes a lot of years ago now. I think it's been 16, 17 years now. Long time, maybe more. My flight instructor noticed I was stressing. They're taught to figure out, that you're stressing or not. And I wasn't even in the airplane yet. I wasn't flying. I could imagine being a couple thousand feet up in the air on a cloudy day. I'm going to stress. But no, I was still down on the tarmac. I was walking around the airplane, freaking out because I had my little trifold checklist for my Cessna 172. And I was freaking out that every little thing on that list that I just checked off that I did. Then I got in the cockpit and you're doing the inside checklist. I'm going freaking out. I said, Scott, it's not a checklist. It's not a to-do list. It's a did you do it list. I thought, what do you mean it's a did I do it list? He goes, well, just look at it and see if you did it. I don't know. I'm thinking David Allen. This is what I need to do. Here's my reminder. Other side, this is what I did. Couple of notes on what I did. So I lost my to-do list that day. It was a very emotional experience. Everybody has a day when they lose their to-do list. We all know, we've been there, right? Sometimes you lose it and you freak out about it because you don't know what you're supposed to do. Other times, you lose it as good. I replaced it with my did I do it list. And what that meant was when I lost my to-do list, it didn't matter because I pretty much knew what I had to do anyway. And that's how I roll today. To-do lists, or as I used to say in the Franklin Covey days, for those of you who remember those, the big planners that they were like huge. They're notebook size. You carried them everywhere you went. You knew you were a professional if you walked into a restaurant with a big planner and all your credit cards and your calculator and everything inside of the thing. Oh, yeah. At the end of the day, before you went to bed, you looked at your to-do list inside your big Franklin Covey planner, and what did you do? You either checked it off or you moved it to the next page. You are an employee of your checkmark. You're being commanded and controlled by checkmarks. More stress than you could ever ask for comes from checkmarks. So a to-do list assumes that there's a lot for you to do. A did I do it list assumes that you know what must be done. So instead of chasing, you are just kind of checking in to make sure that you've done the things that you think you need to be doing. An unfocused path produces additional tasks that fill your day. And lots of times when you're just meandering around, you add more stuff to your day. And that's okay to catch them to remember things. No doubt about that. But when you do a did I do it list, you focus on goals that kind of create a faster result. And really, it's a whole lot more stressful. So as I roll through my days every single day, I, generally speaking, know exactly what I have to do. And a couple of times throughout the course of the day, maybe once or twice, I'll look in at that list of stuff and go, did I do it? And that's it. And sometimes it's 3 or 4 days later when I realize, well, heck, I did it. It's awesome. Chasing them all day long? No way. Unless it's a very particular project that needs to have some kind of order to it. You all know what I mean by that. But I'm talking you just want to be stress-free. I'm talking you just want to roll through your day looking like that guy that seems to have nothing to do yet gets a lot done. You know that guy, or that girl, that we've met that person someplace, right? We have. Wait a second. They're really successful and they seem to be wealthy and they seem to be happy and they don't seem to be that busy, and yet I know they're getting a ton done because I hear everything about what they're doing. And how are they doing that? They ain't following a to-do list. That's for rookies. You're not a rookie. All right, tomorrow, how to reach your goals a little bit faster. It's simpler than you think. I'm going to twist your brain tomorrow a little bit about how to do that. It's not going to be a practical and tactical guide. It's going to be a mindset guide. Simple mindset you'll hold on to at the very minute I get done with the show. It'll be easy to do. Whether you do it or not, that is up to you. And it always is. Because ultimately, only you can save you.